Over the years, there have been many open-world games, such as GTA, Saints Row, Watch Dogs, Sleeping Dogs, some other sort of dog thing, I don't know. But, does Mafia 2 stand out from the rest of them? Well, I'm Space Wizard, and I'm here to find out those answers. Aw yeah, boy.
My name is Vito Scaletta. I was born in Sicily in 1925.
Alright, so if you couldn't tell already, this is my review on Mafia 2. Alright, so Mafia 2 came out on August 23rd of 2010. It was published by 2K Games, 1C Company, Feral Interactive, and Connect2 Media, and it came out for the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, the Microsoft Windows, and the Mac. Alright, so here we go. Ever wondered what it was like back in the day when mobsters still wore suits? Ever watched The Godfather and wish that there was a game like that? Well, besides the Godfather game. Okay. Well, Mafia 2 is your game. Mafia 2 takes place in the 1940s, in a time where the world is at war, of course World War II, and the US is now getting out of the Great Depression. So you play as Vito Scaletta, an Italian immigrant with a troubled past. When Vito gets back from the war, he comes home and he is in debt and he wants to become rich more than anything else. He soon finds out that honest work isn't going to get him there, so he dives into the twisted nest of danger and adventure known as the Mafia. Overall, the story is fantastic. It has twists and turns that spice it up even more. The characters are very awesome and very memorable, and even very likable. The game is split up into 15 chapters, and each one is unique. There are some things you'll see a fair amount of the time, such as the shootouts, but it never really feels repetitive. The map is fairly large, so you'll usually need a car to get around. The cars in the game look amazing, and being that this game takes place in the 1940s and 50s, they are all classic cars, which is really nice. The driving mechanics are a tad bit old, but they're still fairly good. You can also customize their paint and their license plates, and in order to get one you'll need to steal one. The car, of course, not a license plate. Now there's a lockpicking mechanic in the game just for that. Now the lockpicking is very easy and it's pretty satisfying when you do it. Never really gets old for me at least, so yeah. And if you're in a rush you can always smash the window open and just unlock the car that way. I mean, that works too, but I prefer the cleaner method. Like I said before, there are a fair amount of shootouts in the game, and the shootouts are tense and amazing. It feels like a good shootout scene from an action movie. For the shootouts, you of course need some weapons. I mean, you're not going to like shoot people with your hands or whatever. There's a variety of weapons such as pistols, shotguns, rifles, assault rifles, and some other weapons like grenades and molotovs. There's no limit to the amount of weapons you can hold, so you can have them all. It's pretty awesome. And the sound design is pretty great, especially during these shootouts. Like, just awesome. Like the sound design, they did a really good job. So thankfully the shootouts aren't overused, which is really nice, so they still feel special every time. Another fighting mechanic is the melee combat. Now the melee combat is pretty dated and it's basically just boxing. It's not super hard, but it's not really all that satisfying. Thankfully, it's not used too much in the game, so that's good. There is one chapter where you have to do it about 3 times, but other than that, you only have to do it like here and there, so that's good. Being that this is an open world game, there is a police system, like usual for most open world games, so the police in this game are actually decently realistic. Now, they won't bust you for running a red light or anything like that, but sometimes they will get you for speeding. And if they catch you stealing a car, that car will be wanted, which means that you'll have to change the license plates on the car. Also, if you're wanted, you'll have to change your clothes. It's a nice attention to detail that typically you don't see in any other games. That's pretty awesome. Granted, changing your clothes in real life when you're wanted wouldn't really help, but this is a video game, so. Alright, so the music in this game is also very fantastic and it fits well. Being that this is set in the 1940s and 50s, the music is appropriate for the time. Also, another thing that the game nails is a time shift. Now, in the game, without divulging on any spoilers, the game eventually shifts from the 40s to the 50s, and it is awesome. They really had an eye for detail of this game. Like the cars, they change, the music changes as well, what people are wearing also changes, which is really awesome, and very nice detail. Now, one thing people tend to complain about with this game, that besides the story, there's not really much to do, which is true. You can go out and eat, you can buy clothes, you can hold up and rob places, but other than that, there isn't really much to do. But the story does keep you busy, though. So, if you've played Mafia 1, you'll probably catch some of the references that are made to it in this one. And also there's a cameo from the first game, and a scene that is from the first game as well, which I won't spoil anything because it's the ending to the first Mafia, where it happens just from a different point of view, which I thought was really awesome and really well done. And it amazes me if they're able to like pull that off. Like they thought, hey, we'll use these two characters in the next game, which I thought was really awesome. And anyways, so in all, Mafia 2 is a very fantastic game and definitely worth checking out. Now, my final rating is a 5 out of 6, which is a highly recommended. So thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I hope you have enjoyed this. And this is my new format. As you can hear, there is background music, there's also the gameplay, there's also some pictures and stuff. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!